you know, we got to go. Back tomorrow. Anita Rani to follow the 5 o'clock news on Radio 2 next. We return tomorrow with movie star Hugh Bonneville and the return of Serious Jockin. Laters.
The BBC News at 5 o'clock. This is Jason Kay. Detectives say 2 guns were used in the murder of the 9-year-old girl in Liverpool. TV and radio stars have been remembering the BBC breakfast presenter Bill Turnbull, who's died. And the rapper's unexpected wake-up call from the police and the PM. Police hunting the killer of 9-year-old Olivia Pratt-Corbell in Liverpool have revealed that 2 guns were used in her shooting. Officers have released CCTV footage of a suspect running from the girl's home. Our medical editor Fergus Walsh says the star's openness about his illness led to a surge in referrals.
1 in 8 men will get it at some point, and there are 12,000 deaths a year. Now, prostate, it's a walnut-sized gland at the base of the bladder in men. The trouble is, there are very few early symptoms, changes in how you pee, getting up in the night, suddenly rushing to the loo, having a weak flow. With Bill, he'd been suffering with pain in his legs, but he hadn't wanted to bother his doctor.
A UN team has been inspecting the Russian-occupied Zaporizhzhia power plant in Ukraine in a mission to stop fighting causing an accident at Europe's biggest nuclear plant. Both sides in the war accuse each other of shelling the site, with Ukraine saying that Moscow's attacks have forced the shutdown of one of the reactors. Boris Johnson has promised £700 million of funding for a new nuclear reactor at Sizewell in Suffolk. He blamed previous governments for not backing nuclear energy, saying investment could have prevented the huge hike in bills caused by the invasion of Ukraine. But our political correspondent Helen Katz says today's pledge will have little impact on the current cost of energy.
That is because nuclear projects take a very long time to build. So Sizewell C, even if it is to be given the go-ahead, if it were to be given the go-ahead, could still take about 15 years to build. So Boris Johnson's speech went very heavy on criticising previous governments for what he called short-termism.
The RMT union has announced 2 more national rail strikes later this month. Workers will walk out on the 15th and 17th of September in a long-running dispute about pay, jobs and conditions. Yesterday, the train drivers' union ASLEF said its members at 12 operators, including Avanti West Coast and South Eastern, would also take industrial action on the 15th. Scientists in Zimbabwe have unearthed the remains of Africa's oldest dinosaur, which lived more than 230 million years ago. The Mbirasaurus rathi was a metre tall, ran on 2 legs and had a long neck. It's thought it could have been an ancestor of the Diplodocus. A rapper in South London who was woken by police raiding his flat has been describing how he had a further surprise seeing the Prime Minister, dressed in a protective vest, standing behind the officers. He captured the moment on video and posted it on social media.
Well, go on, Boris.
Well, Boris Johnson had been accompanying officers during the raid yesterday morning. Splinter Sales, who wasn't arrested and faced no further action after the search, said he was stunned.
I just remember hearing police. And then, but when the door smashed open, I've seen Boris. I'm saying, what? I said, what the? I was confused. I said, no, this must be a prank. I was like, it can't be real. There's no way the Prime Minister's walking in my house after I got raided. There's no way. No way. But it actually was the truth. I thought I was dreaming.
In the city, the 100 share index closed down 136 points at 7,149. Now, the Met Office says a provisional study shows England had its joint hottest summer on record compared with data stretching back to 1884. Average temperatures reached 17.1 Celsius, equalling the summer of 2018. And tonight's forecast, it'll be dry, but showers will drift into central and southern areas. They'll be heavy in places. The temperatures will fall to 9 Celsius in Edinburgh, 12 in Belfast, 15 in Cardiff and 16 in London. And that's the BBC News at 5:05.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Steve. And it was a good summer, wasn't it?
Now, Anita Rani. Listen live on the BBC Sounds app.